Hey y'all. So it's been a very, very long time since I have done a video, so I'm so excited to be doing one today. But some of you may recognize what's behind me, and it's my craft room. You saw some of the remodel videos that my husband and I did on this, but I have not finished this space here that's under my cupboards. And I had talked about at one point either putting a pegboard up or tiling it or something. So I decided to put a pegboard up. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. My husband already has the little frame for the pegboard to go to, and he has cut it to size for me. And when I purchased this pegboard, whoo, it's got a glare, doesn't it? When I purchased this pegboard, you know, you can get them just all brown like this. But this side was painted, but of course it was the wrong color. You know, it's always the wrong color for me. Anyway, it was like kind of like an off-white, so I wanted it a bright white. So I did paint it again, just using a roller brush and a very light paint, so that all the paint would not, you know, end up all blocking up all these little holes. So anyway, the video today is where I'm going to be putting some design on this pegboard because I cannot leave it plain like this. That's just not me. So we're going to embellish it just a wee little bit. So that's what the video is about today. I will be painting on this in my husband's workshop for the very fact in this room right now. My husband is installing my ceiling. Right now it's just rafters and insulation and wiring. That's all I can see, and pipes and things like that. So he is going, he's working on that. So I'm going to kind of switch places with him today. I'm going to work in his workshop, and he is going to work in my craft room. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this pegboard, and I hope it turns out oh so beautiful. And you asked Lita, why are you going to paint it? Because you're just going to put little stuff all over it. I don't know. That'll just make me feel better to know that behind all the junk that's on this board, there's something pretty on there as well. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to stencil on my pegboard here, and I chose this stencil. It's a boho medallion, and I love medallions, so that's what I chose to put on here, and it's so big, so that was perfect. Now up at the top of my board here, I put a little mark so I would know where the center was, and it's just out of view so you can't see that. But also there's a little mark on my stencil, and I'm going to line up those two marks so that at least this first one I'm going to get right in the center of my pegboard here, and I'm going to use just a little bit of painter's tape to hold my stencil in place because I do not want to worry about having to hold it down myself while I'm stenciling. And that way, you know, I have a couple of I have both my hands are free. That way I don't have to hold this down from wiggling around because you don't want it to do a lot of moving. Now on my stenciling, my paint here, I'm going to use an ombre effect. So I'm going to be using 3 variations of a color. So on this one right here, I'm going to be using pinks. So I've got this kind of this darker pink, and then a medium pink, and a light pink. So in the center is where I'm going to start with my dark color. And I've got these little spongy things like this that actually you can screw onto your paint. Well, I don't like to do that. So I'm going to be using them, but I'm just going to be dabbing them in a little puddle over here. I'm going to have my paint over here, and that way I just don't, it's just too much paint sometime when I put this little thing onto the tops. But if that's the way you like to do it, you can do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start here in the center and just stencil all the way out. The dark color in the center, medium color is going to be next, and then the light color. I'm just going to dab the excess off. I do not like to have a lot of paint on these because it can bleed under and mess up your, you know, your pattern, and you can't really see what's happening. So I'm going to be pounding a lot of this off, and I can always go back and pick up more paint as I need it. So now I'm going to start my second medallion, this time using blue. But I wanted to tell you that instead of taping these stencils down, there is a spray adhesive that you can get. Like it's really tacky and it kind of holds this in place really well. I just personally do not like to use that, but you can use that. That's just another way that you can hold this down if that's what you prefer. So I just wanted to tell you about that before I get started on this second medallion here. Okay, so now I've got all of my little medallions on here like I want them. I'm going to take it outside and just give it a little bit of sparkle because, I always have to add just a little bit of glitter to everything. So I'm just going to put just a little bit over all the pegboard. And then after I put the sparkle on, I'm going to seal on that glitter. So I'm going to take this outside and do that. And then it'll be ready to go up on my wall. Okay, so I have the glitter blast on, and I think the only one that you can really see out here, because the sun's not shining very well out here, I don't know if you can see it at all, any glitter. I can see it, but I don't think the camera is picking it all up, but maybe when I get it inside you can see it better. But now I'm going to go ahead and just seal it so the glitter stays on the pegboard. I think it turned out really, really cute. I'm very, very happy with it. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle in the video, but it's there. And I'm so very happy with this. Anyway, this is all I'm going to show of this today. I may show when I actually, get all the fun stuff up here and cover up my beautiful design. I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye now.